She-Man and the Masters of the Universe. She has the power. Hail the brave Teela. She's superior to all the men, and especially He-Man, who is just a liar. Welcome back to Movies TV Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Man. Yes, She-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe Revelations is a slick, well-made animated series that I've only seen an episode and a half of because I couldn't stomach any more. But the music is great, the animation is great, the actors are great. Listen, actually, the story's fucking great. But why not just call it Teela? Why not make it clear this was a Teela vehicle and not a He-Man vehicle? Why? Because you know no one would have turned in to watch it. I would have turned in out of intrigue. So if you call it Teela, if you make this a Teela story officially, I know I'm not going to see much He-Man, right? We're all going to moan, why can't we see He-Man? Why can't we have a He-Man show? But at least you were being fucking honest. This was marketed about the Masters of the Universe. He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, going against Skeletor. Classic He-Man animation. That's what we thought. This is not what this is. You see He-Man for an episode. He and Skeletor die at the end. The second episode, because Teela's run out. She's left the royal family. She's left her father, Man-at-Arms, because she finds out that Prince Adam is He-Man. She knows that everyone's lied to her. She's really pissed off about this. She turns her back. At the beginning of the first episode, she becomes Man-at-Arms. Now, I thought this may be the end of the wokeness. Boy, was I fucking wrong. But it's the second episode that really reveals everything what they're doing. So you get a few flashbacks about He-Man, but that's it. He's supposed to be dead, and so is Skeletor. So there's no He-Man, no Skeletor, but there is Teela, who I'm assuming is gay, because I think that's the kind of thing they want us to think, because she's partially shaved her hair off now she's left the royal family and her father Man-at-Arms. Now, of course, we know that's a tone-deaf thing to do, to say, oh, look, she must be gay because she shaved some of her hair off, but I think that's the vibe they're going for. And if I was a gay person, I'd be like, this is insulting. You people are tone-deaf. So, look, Kevin Smith, who's writing this, who's wrote this, is a man who keeps on selling his soul to the highest bidder. He has no morals. He laps around licking the arses of every single creative, telling them they've done the best thing in the world, even though it's a piece of crap. And actually, as we're here, we are going to look at something, because one of these sites is already targeting us, the fans. So let's have a look. If I can find it. Here we are. Masters of the Universe Revelation is being review bombed by angry He-Man fans. So, let's go to this quickly. Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe audience rating is being review bombed. You mean they're being honest about what they're saying, what they think of it? You mean they went in thinking this was going to be a fully He-Man story, and this is a Teela story, and they're just talking honestly about what they think of what they've seen? They've been robbed. This has been a misrepresentation. This is not a He-Man show. This is a Teela show. This is not a review bombing, but just a bunch of fans giving their honest, constructive opinions. Masters of the Universe Revelation, the new Netflix series from Kevin Smith, is being review bombed by angry fans. Netflix and Kevin Smith's Master of the Universe Revelation is being review bombed by fans. Part 1, which premiered on July 23rd, has a Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter rating of 97%. What a surprise that is. From critics after 31 reviews. Is that it? 31 reviews. However, the audience score currently sits at just 42% after 81 reviews. While some of these reviewers offer constructive criticism of the series and its apparent lack of He-Man despite being marketed as a He-Man show, exactly, others simply appear to be out for blood. They're out for blood because they've been betrayed. That's why. Bland as bland can come. It brought nothing new but insults and character destruction. It failed to glue me to my seat and never got close to hold me near the edge of it either. Everything immoral what has been criticised about this failure can be clearly seen. This me, a hard pass, one user wrote. If I could give less than half a star, I would. Also, why are He-Man's nipples so close to his armpits? And did they Sailor Moon his transformation for a second? I thought I was going to see his Aham sword. Well, basically, I don't care about the nipples, and I didn't notice that. I'm concerned about what I've told you I'm concerned about. He's picking up these absurd reviews to try and create, just to create a negative element of fandoms. It's He-Man without He-Man. He's plenty of estrogen-filled fight scenes. Go women. Another user added, it might as well be She-Ra. Congrats, K-Smith, for shitting on a great show. Maybe you should go back to being Silent Bob. Insert middle finger. Announced in 2019, Masters of the Universe Revelations is executive produced by Kevin Smith and serves as a follow-up to the beloved 1980s cartoon. Narratively, our show is set up as the next episode in the legacy 80s animated series that aired from 83 to 85, Smith said in May. This is a continuation of that story. Really? We're playing with the original mythology and characters and revisiting digging deeper into some of the unresolved storylines. Masters of the Universe Revelation features an all-star voice cast, includes Mark Hamill, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Hamill does great when he's in it. Listen, I knew what they were going to do with Teela. I knew it. It was obvious, right? But I didn't know they were literally going to do this. Nobody thought they would be this immoral to say, hey, here's a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe show. We all expected great representation for all these characters because they're great beloved characters. But we thought that He-Man would be front and centre and Adam's story would be front and centre. You could take a deeper dive with Adam and He-Man. Of course you could. Of course you could in the modern day. But they didn't do that. They took He-Man out of the equation and they made this the Teela show. Now, if you want to do that, just be honest. As I said on the top of the show, just call it the Teela show. Be honest. So Teela is obviously a lesbian. She's obviously having an affair with her friend who she seems to be with. There's even a scene when the friend starts talking that maybe this is her journey to do this. And we even get a bit when Evil-Lyn, Teela, and the friend of Teela, and what's her name, the Sorceress, are all teaming up together. Listen, this is a party political broadcast by the extreme left. They have taken over the industry and there's nothing we can do about it, apart from switch off and watch the stuff we loved as kids. And that's a great piece of advice. But let me sum up the extreme left for you. There's a piece of dialogue from Teela at the beginning of episode 2. Myths, legends, magic. I'd rather stay in the real world. Or no, this is what she says. Myths, legends, stories, lies, magic. I'd rather deal with something that's more tangible. This is what the extreme left nutjobs believe. They do not believe in fables or fairy tales. They want to force your face, your heart and your soul in the real world. They don't want you to have any escapism. And this sums up their mentality in this. Now, we were fooled, but we won't be fooled again, will we? It's amazing. It's very sad. I'm not that gutted over it. I feel a bit disappointed because I thought it would have been great, but this is not how you do it. You want to tell a Teela story? Be honest about telling a Teela story. Don't pretend you're giving us a He-Man show and a Masters of the Universe show. And I'm not going to watch any more past that second episode. But she's either going to become the new Sorceress or she's going to become the new fucking He-Man. If they don't bring He-Man back. He-Man may come back and say, no, I'm not worthy, but you are. Something like that. It's pathetic. It's typical of this industry right now and the extreme left. I won't be watching it. I'm telling you, if you're going to go into this wanting loads of He-Man and wanting a great Prince Adam, He-Man, Skeletor story, that's not what you're going to get. Disappointing. If you call this a review bomb, that's up to you, but this is the future of Hollywood. They are heading for bankruptcy. I will see you in the next video where I will never talk about this again.